What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video, and happy new year. That literally feels mad to say because the Christmas period for me feels like it went on for a straight month there. So to finally be at new year feels good, it feels good. So I thought today what I would do is a video. It is January the 1st and I am just sat down and I'm just finishing up all of my goals and my New Year's resolutions, and I thought, do you know what, I'm just gonna pick up the camera and I'm gonna film and just chat you through my goals, my resolutions, and I guess why they are what they are, but also give you some tips maybe if you're still thinking about yours, or you're just a bit stuck, or you want some inspiration or some ideas or anything like that. This video is definitely for you. So first up, let me just say that I literally love January. I don't know if that is weird or not, but I really like the feeling of like a fresh start. It really helps me recenter, reignite that passion, that energy towards my goals, and just gets me feeling really good and positive. I know it can feel like a bit of a slog and also a bit of like a Christmas come down, but something about that really like spurs me on and gets me going. And I think it does come down to having a good focus, a good idea of what you're working towards, and that gets me really excited, and then I really want to get cracking working towards them. I also think it's really good to say that resolutions or goals shouldn't be you being mean to yourself. They shouldn't be these really strict, horrible things that you don't want to do. I don't know why people do that sometimes. It's like they see it as a real test, and I get that side of it, that it's like a challenge, but at the same time, if you don't enjoy it and you don't want to do it, why are you doing it? All of my goals are centered around things that I want to do, things that I want to work towards, and I think that is exactly the place to be for me personally. I feel like that's where I most succeed at achieving those goals, but also where I feel the happiest and all that stuff. So the first tip for you guys is to say that I always split my goals into categories. That sounds really structured and strict, but it's not. It just helps me focus myself into different segments. So for me, that is health, fitness, and lifestyle, and they're pretty vague. There's no real rules about what goes in each section. It just helps me think of goals in those specific areas rather than like just a big list, which feels like everything's going everywhere. Once I've then decided on those categories, I will sit and I will start writing them down, and I will definitely treat this like a bit of a brainstorm. It's just having the freedom to let you actually think and plan. And to be honest with you, I would say I've been jotting ideas and thoughts down over the last couple of weeks or so, and you can always do that just on your phone, or if you've got a notebook, I would definitely recommend getting a notebook, because sitting and actually writing the goals out makes the biggest difference. It just makes it real. It means it's gonna happen. If it's on paper, in a nice book, written with a nice pen, it's happening. It is happening. So once I've had a bit of a brainstorm about what kind of things I want to put on my list, I will sit and write that list properly in a notebook so I know that it is happening, and it's also there to keep checking back with. Which is definitely another tip, is that don't just write this list and hide it away somewhere. Keep checking back with it. If you've got bigger goals on there, which might take you most of the year to maybe achieve, break it down into smaller goals, and then you've got smaller goals that you can check off along the way, and you're just making sure that everything is achievable, it's sustainable, it's going to be enjoyable, and all of that stuff. So hopefully those tips kind of help a little bit, but that's exactly how I got to the process of writing the goals that I've written myself. Starting with the first section which I had, which was health. Now I've only got one real specific goal in this section, and it is something I've actually mentioned in another video, but which I really wanted to make properly happen by writing it down and setting it myself as a goal, and that is to really focus on my nutrition. I really want to focus on eating more plants, eating more veggies, eating more whole foods, so foods which are packed with nutrients, and also just spending the time to actually cook, trying out new recipes, cooking from scratch more, all of that stuff, because I feel like over the last last couple of months I have got very lazy when it comes to that, and I just really want to strive towards that and have that as a real focus. So I know that that isn't massively specific, but I kind of wanted it not to be super strict because I don't really like having rules around food and stuff, but I just want it to be a general overarching goal that I really consciously want to try and cook more. I really want to try some more recipes, and I want to try and focus on the food I'm actually putting in my body, working on whole foods, plants, veggies, balance, all of that stuff. I'm excited about that one. That is probably going to be a challenge just because I feel like all I've eaten for pretty much 2 weeks is chocolate. Not gonna lie, but I'm excited about that, and I will definitely be sharing lots of foodie videos on here. I know you love the what I eat in a day videos, so lots more of those will be coming, and also my Instagram stories and all of that stuff. So that is that health main goal that I popped in that section. Okay, moving into the next section, which is fitness. So for me, my fitness goals is something which I do actually kind of set throughout the year. So because I track all of my workouts and I'm recording all of the weights I'm lifting and how I'm performing in those sessions, I do, I guess, set myself kind of micro goals within my training blocks. But I have wanted to set myself some specific goals, which are bigger goals, which are going to take me some of the year to work towards. And I guess they're not what I would normally put down as goals. So this is going to be interesting. So the first goal within the fitness section is that I want to do more yoga. So I started doing yoga actually with my mum at a local class, loveliest lady ever, and did a local class, loved it, but realised how really bad I was at it in terms of my range of motion, my mobility, my flexibility, like literally everything. I was definitely not the best when it came to it, but I loved it and I loved the feeling afterwards. So I really want to try and make the effort to do more of it, and writing that down as a goal is just going to mean that I make it happen because I want to improve at it. I want to get better at it. I love the feeling of it. I love the increased range of motion it gives me. I love how calm it makes me feel, how centered it makes me feel. So I definitely want to do more yoga. So that is on my list, to do more yoga, get to more classes, try out some home sessions, all of that stuff, and I will obviously share with you guys how I progress. Let's hope I progress. I need to progress. Within that, I've also set myself a goal that I would love to be able to do a full headstand. Now, I have obviously never done yoga before I started doing these classes a couple of months ago, and we always do headstands in the classes and I can never ever do them. I have to have help flicking my legs up, and it's just a real goal of mine that I want to try and do, and I am properly at that beginner stage. But the goal by the end of the year is to be able to do a full unassisted headstand, so watch this space on that one. Next, I have got 2 goals which are specific to the gym. The first one is to be able to do 5 unassisted pull-ups in a row. I am really poor at pull-ups. I really struggle with them. I don't know why. I just really want to crack them. I'm probably at the point where I can do like 1 maybe, passable, but I have to kind of wiggle and get myself over the bar like this. Not a good look. So I want to aim to try and do 5 unassisted in a row, and I know so many of you have asked me before how to work towards your pull-up, so I'm going to be sharing everything that I do to try and work towards that, because I know that it is a real goal for a lot of people, and I think it is such a great goal to have because it's such a strong and empowering thing to be able to do. The last fitness goal is specific to a squat in particular, and I don't know why this is something that I wanted to put down, but I really want to work on my squats in particular because I feel like there's something which I have avoided for quite a long time because I don't think I find them particularly easy, and I'm just not the biggest fan, but I would love to get stronger and better at them. And the goal is to be able to do my own body weight 4 reps. reps. So right now I probably weigh around roughly like 64, 65 kilos, something like that. So the goal would be able to do 65 kilos, 4 reps. Last but not least, the final section that I wrote some goals down in was lifestyle. Now I guess this is probably the one that is more my smaller micro goals that I'm just working towards every single day, and they're probably closer more to like resolutions, because I feel like resolutions are something that you do daily. I don't know why I think that, but I just feel like you do them daily or regularly, whereas the other ones are more, I guess, like bigger things to work towards and achieve. So I have 3 in this section. The first one is that I want to meditate daily. Now I have played with meditation probably on and off throughout last year. I would say I was gonna do it, I wouldn't do it, I would do it, and I wouldn't do it. It was just, who knew what was going on? I really want to commit some time to 10 minutes a day actually doing it. I find it massively helps my anxiety. It massively helps just calm some of the noise that I find I get in my mind and just give me that clarity and that headspace. So 10 minutes is nothing. I've told myself this 1 million times. It's just about forming it as a habit. I think I'm gonna use the Calm app. I've used Calm and Headspace before in the past, but Calm seems to be my favorite, so I think I'll stick with Calm. The next one is another daily goal, which is to walk 10,000 steps a day. Now I have said step goals in a lot of videos before. I talk quite openly about saying that walking is pretty much the only cardio that I do, but over the last 6 months I have properly let it slip. I feel like I kept setting it myself as a goal, and then I kept not quite doing it, and then just getting frustrated, and then just not doing it, and it was just like this constant cycle of then missing not walking as much, but then not walking as much, and it just wasn't happening. So I just wanted to write it down as a goal. I know it's really achievable because I always used to do it, and to be honest with you, I did do it for most of last year, but I just want to stick to that consistency, because consistency is 100% what pays off. So I've just written it as a goal. It sounds really simple, it sounds really boring, but having it there as a daily reminder to get up, to walk, to get those steps done, I need that. I need that structure in my life right now. Okay, last goal for you is that I would like to try and read 1 book a month. Now, I'm not a reader. I don't know why. I just feel like since school and university and my masters, I fell out of love with it. I read too much boring stuff that I didn't want to read anymore, and I miss it. I feel like it is something which gives you such peace, such calmness, and it also isn't to do with being on your phone, scrolling, internet shopping, on Instagram. It's just nice. Any book recommendations, hit me up below, because like I said, this gal does not read, so ideas, hit me up below, because I would love to know some good things to read. And I'd also love to know some of your goals and resolutions, so if you're happy to share them, pop them below, because I would love to have a read. I just think it is the best time of the year. There's so much positive energy. You've got an entire blank slate ahead of you. You're gonna smash it. It's gonna be good. Right guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you have enjoyed listening to my goals, hearing some ideas on how to set your own. I'm sorry that I was quiet the last 2 weeks or so. I did decide to take a little bit of YouTube time off over Christmas, just because I wanted to soak it all in, spend some time with family. So I'm sorry about that, but I am back, and there is a new series which is going to be starting in the next week or so. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, because it is gonna be good. It's gonna be seriously good, and I'm really excited about it. So hit subscribe, hit like if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.